all the while. Barça are, of course, ever so pleased and happy to once again form part of the knockout round, the latter stages of the Champions League. Pedri, you see him there giving the thumbs up. Everything seems to be in order also for the man from the Canary Islands. And we'll have to wait and see for tomorrow if he will be receiving the medical clearance. Now, in terms of head-to-head battles between PSG and Football Club Barcelona, they have met 12 times previously in the UEFA Champions League with a head-to-head record that is perfectly balanced, you could say. 4 wins each and 4 draws. The last time that these two sides met in a quarterfinals, we have to rewind the tape a wee bit, as they say. It was in the 2015 season. Xavi, the head coach now, was in his final season as a player, as he had the honor and the pleasure to lift that Champions League trophy in what was a treble-winning season. And of course, those of you will remember who the head coach of Barça was at the time. It was none other than Lucho. The now PSG manager, Luis Enrique, was at the helm of the Barça dugout the last time that these two sides met in a quarter-final. The last time that these two sides met in the Champions League knockout round, we have to go back a few seasons as well. That happened in the 2021, and the man of that day was most certainly Kylian Mbappé, the Frenchman, scoring a hat-trick on the occasion, making him the 3rd player who has scored the most goals against Barça. So, hence the fact that many of the questions in the press conference were aimed and surrounding Kylian Mbappé. And as Xavi was asked, as well as Jules Koundé, I should say, about the keys to stopping the French forward. Now, PSG, of course, they've had their fair share of traumatic losses and exits at the hands of Barça in this European competition. The heaviest defeat, in fact, that was ever inflicted upon the Parisian side was precisely by Barça. That, without a shadow of a doubt, memory still lingers on the top of many culés' mind, was the 6-1 at the Camp Nou back in March of 2017, a result which eliminated them from the round of 16s, despite the fact that they were leading by 4-0 in the first leg. Also, Barça at that time were managed by the current PSG boss, Luis Enrique, in that historic comeback, which remains the only time that a team has progressed from a 2-legged knockout stage tie in the European Cup after losing in the first leg by 4 or more goals. Now, this is Barça's first game in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League since August of 2020. It's been far too long that we haven't seen our team compete here in the latter stages of the top European competition. And as this rondo is taking place on our screens, we're seeing Rafinha in the middle, trying to get the ball back, as well as Joao Cancelo. It's Ilkay Gundogan there with the slick passing. In fact, Gundogan is the player with more passes breaking the opposition's defensive line than any other player in the entire UEFA Champions League competition this season. A total of 19 makes the German midfielder. Also, he's made 3 assists in the competition this year so far. Now, with Jordi Alba, who had 5, the last Barca player to make it more in a single campaign. Now, of course, another player you're seeing on your screens there, partaking in that rondo there. On the right-hand side is Pau Cubarsí. Now, if he is to play tomorrow, he will become the youngest defender to start a UEFA Champions League quarterfinal match. Just 17 years of age, make that 17 years and 79 days on the day of the game. And against Napoli, the last time out in the competition, it was Cubarsí that became the Barça player with the highest pass completion rate, 90% in total. 61 of 68 passes were completed, and the most line-breaking passes as well, a total of 14. So certainly optimistic statistics, something that this team can absolutely take into the game tomorrow, a game that has so much on the line. It is a pass to the semi-final. It is something that is, of course, on the top of the wish list of Oculés around the world. It's something that we are going to be attentively watching tomorrow, and you'll be able to follow all of the action right here on Barça 1. A reminder that tomorrow, Barça 1 will be premiering the first Barça Live on the platform, where our English-speaking colleagues will be live as of 8:30 p.m. Central European Time. Robert van Eckhout and his A-team will be giving you all of the play-by-play action. You'll be able to follow all of the match commentary right here on Barça 1, as our team will be breaking down the match in detail, giving you all of the analytics, all of the statistics, and all of the post-match reactions as well. You see that the mood is good amongst the players. Xavi mentioned as well in the press conference heading into this game that this match is arriving at the best possible moment for the team. The team is on a high. They haven't lost a match since Xavi's surprise announcement. You see there in the back, Deco, Boyan, as well as club president Joan Laporta, attentively watching along as the team are taking part in their first activation session in what will be the stage for tomorrow's first leg of the quarterfinal. 9 p.m. Central European Time. Be there or be square. The second leg will be played at the Estadi Lluís Companys and the Estadi Olímpic over in Montjuic next week, Tuesday. And of course, we are keeping our fingers crossed, and in Xavi and his team, we trust to bring home a positive result that'll allow us to dream to book a ticket for this year's edition of the semi-final. What an achievement it would be, and what a deserved prize as well for a team that has had to face many adversities throughout this season. It's been an uphill struggle with all of the injuries, all of the noise surrounding the team as well. Meanwhile, Xavi and his squad have continued to build, continued to practice day in, day out, and build on the good momentum. And you can see it reflected on the faces of all of these players. They'll face not just an ex-coach, I was going to say in the case of Luis Enrique, also an ex-teammate for Xavi, but an ex-teammate in the likes of Ousmane Dembélé, who decided to pack his bags and accept the offer of the Parisian side. Xavi was asked about that as well in a press conference. He said, yes, indeed, he was a player that I would have liked to have kept, but it was his desire to leave. And I wished him well when the draw happened, but tomorrow, may the best team win. And of course, we hope that that best team will be our beloved Football Club Barcelona. Again, a reminder then for tomorrow, the Barça Live. That'll start in English as of 8:30 p.m. Central European Time. You can also follow it in Catalan and Castellano at 8:45. So set your timers, set the alarms, and follow us on Barça One. Slowly but surely, I'll be signing off from this broadcast. My name is Diego Rogain. Enjoy it tomorrow, and Visca el Barça.